Lee, how you doing? I just wanted to give you an idea of some of the things I could talk about that's usually really well received and useful to people. I was just going to use your website as an example so it'd make it easy and maybe even beneficial to you guys. So the first thing I usually touch on is that a homepage of the website that's trying to rank should really have about 1,500 words on the homepage. Looks like you guys have some blog here, which is great. The website looks pretty good. It's professional and clean, but it is short on content. So you want to have a minimum of about 1,500 words on a homepage for two reasons. The first one being Google. So if you want more people to find you, you kind of have to align with what Google's looking for, and they're willing to put you closer to the top. The more content you have on your website, the more information there is for Google's crawlers to read and figure out what areas you serve, what you offer, what your services are, etc. So that's important. The second thing being is that you want to have more content than your competitors. So if your competitors have 1,000 words, you want to have 15. If your competitors have 15, you want to have 2,000, etc. You always want to do more than what your competitors have. And so for these reasons, 1,500 words is usually a good, happy medium to have on the home page to please the Google gods and to also beat out your competition. Obviously, if they have more, you have to adjust. Within that content, you also want to have keywords. So if people, for example, were searching for CT lumberyard, and you actually have the keyword CT lumberyard on your page in your content a couple times, you're going to be much more likely to be put at the top because you're relevant. So if we actually go to a search for CT lumberyard, this is called the map pack, and the top three listed here are the ones that receive a lot of the work, a lot of the calls because they're listed right away. They're right at the top here. The websites listed below, these are called the organics, and the same things apply. So you want to be on the front page and ideally within these top three positions so that the most amount of people are going to find you. I wanted to take a look at this website that's first here, Ringsend. So we can see it's actually a back page. It's not their home page, it's a back page that is ranking. You can see they've got some content, a lot of locations, but their website is really powerful, and that's actually why this page is ranking, and so I wanted to show you that. So this is a paid program I use to research websites, and I just wanted to go over what some of these things mean. A UR rating is a trust rating, meaning how trustworthy the website is. DR is how powerful the website is. This is a pretty high number. So we can see that their website's very powerful, even though we're only looking at this specific page. Backlinks are what raise these numbers. So a backlink is essentially a shout out from another website. For example, if a blog website wrote an article about lumber yards and they listed your URL as a company they recommended, that's one backlink. So if they're like, hey, we recommend Ringsend Lumberyard, www.ring, blah, 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 go check out their website. That's one backlink. It's linking back to your website. The last thing I wanted to go over is organic keywords. So these are the keywords I was talking about that you want to have in the content. For example, lumberyard in CT, there's approximately 250 people that are Googling that a month, right? And they're in roughly first place, like we just saw. Lumber yards in CT, there's approximately 150 people that Google that a month. Lumber yard CT 80, lumber CT 80, Connecticut lumber 80, right? I mean, there's obviously a lot, especially when you start to get into the towns. We got Danbury, Milford, there was Waterbury somewhere around here, Stamford, Fairfield, right? So like there's lots and lots of search volume for lumber yards. And obviously, the more things that you show up for, the more people that are going to find you and the more customers and clients you're going to attain. If I were to look at your website, we can see your website's pretty trustworthy, but there's almost nothing for power here. You actually have a lot of backlinks, but because this number is so low, it's telling me that these are kind of spammy. So I just want to bring that to your attention. If we go to your organic keywords, we can see you are targeting some of the important things. Obviously, your name is important here. Lumberyard in Waterbury, there's approximately 50 people searching for that, and you're in roughly 5th place, which isn't too bad. but that could be outside of the top three. Watertown Lumberyard, okay, it's not too bad. 20, you're in approximately the second page. A lot of keywords under your name. Lumberyard Milford, again, like on approximately the second page, and so on. And so you would want to be targeting those bigger keywords, the keywords that had way more people searching, right? Like lumberyards and CT, etc. So I hope that this was helpful for you. This is something, I could do live. We could go through people's websites or just give general information. Let me know your thoughts, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Have a great day.